Well, hello, hello, and aloha, y'all. This is Miss Chantel Boucher here from Believers in Business Social. And today we have one of our previous sponsors of this past Monday's event, Joanna Rattan. How are you doing?
I'm good.
A
Hi, how
quick
are you?
introduction for you.
No, I want more.
The wonderful balloon artist of America. Okay.
Okay, I wouldn't go that far, but yeah.
She goes, that's too much. So, Joanna, please
Yeah.
tell the people about who you are. Tell them where you're from, because I mean, the accent is, we can hear an accent here, people. So, tell them where you're from and then tell them what you do and the kind of services you offer.
Okay, what accent? I don't hear an accent.
She doesn't hear, I have the accent to her.
All right, so I am Polish. I'm from Poland. I started my business in Poland actually, and that's where I learned balloon art. I started from a party store because at the time when I was starting it, there was nothing, there was only one
Oh,
party store that was like a big warehouse kind of deal, and they only did weddings. So the decor was first for weddings,
okay.
specialized in weddings, then parties. Then they evolved to parties and so forth. And I figured, okay, so hey, let's try to do a one-stop party shop, like in America, like
Yeah.
the ones we have. And so I did that from my house,
Hmm.
from a room. I was like, oh, except I started from a room, then I went down to the basement.
Oh, nice. So it grew.
Yeah. So when I grew, I had to make a separate entrance, like I said, to the basement. We covered it with oh my God, what is it called? It's like a garden kind of thing,
Oh,
the
okay.
winter garden kind of
Okay.
thing with the windows. Yes, and it was you go downstairs, you ring the doorbell, so I didn't have to sit there all the time. I just ran down from upstairs to downstairs, opened up when clients came, and that's how it rolled. And
Wow.
we did balloon decorations. We had all kinds of decor. Everybody always was like shocked when they came into the shop because I had like just birthday candles alone. I had one wall,
What?
different styles, different. You go to the store, those candles are nothing.
Nothing.
I had like singing candles. I had candles that
Okay.
had different flame colors. I had candles that when you blow out, they
They,
reignite again and you have to
oh
dunk
yeah.
them in water to blow them up, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, so people were always fascinated. And then I figured, okay, what can we do more?
Yes.
Is it just helium balloons or is it more? And I started to go into that topic and I found courses. I did my CBA with it, which is a certified balloon artist.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
See, and I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought you just had to find somebody that knew what they were doing and then just learn from them. But it's like you can actually get a
Yes, it's
certificate
a
for it.
course for people in a profession who want to be serious and want to be certified because that course teaches everybody the bare basics. And
Yeah,
everybody has to stick at least to the basics
sure.
to be able to do the balloon art the way it should be done, right?
Sure.
For example, like one of the things that nobody thinks about when you have a table topper, it has to have certain inches
Mm.
height because people have to see each other across the table. And a lot of decorators who don't go through training, they don't realize, they don't think, oh, well, you either make it on a very thin leg so everybody can see each other, or you make it not more than 14 inches so that everybody can see each other. The
Mm.
little things like that. But it comes together into a big whole. It also teaches you how to calculate balloons for garlands, how to make an arch not look awkward, meaning too big for the space or too small for the space.
Mm-hmm.
So things like that. So it's pretty cool.
Good.
Um, yes, so I did a lot of balloon work for hotels. I did Voice of Poland, um, and of course private events as well.
Yeah.
And then 4 years ago, I came here
Okay.
to 19 to
Yeah.
Texas.
And how did you even end up here? Inquiring minds want to know, how does one go from, you know what, I think I'm just going to go to America now and live there after being in Poland of all places?
Well, half my life I lived in America back and forth, except it
Oh,
was more Northeast. It was Pennsylvania, Virginia, North Carolina,
oh.
those areas. So
Hmm.
my sister was here. So I figured, oh, okay, it'll be easier to be close to my sister. But
Yeah.
kids, we can help each other and so forth. Yeah, I forced her. Yes, I did.
Yeah,
She'll tell
good.
you. I forced her to be my helper when I had bigger jobs, which she
Yes,
said she hated, but when you saw her work, she liked it. She
she did.
enjoyed it. Yeah,
Well,
she liked the artistic
especially
part.
when you see the end product of everything and then people see it and they get excited about it. It's kind of a it's a fun feel good product, you know? It's but I noticed the quality. Okay, so she obviously did the balloons for our last event and I was so afraid to touch it. I was like, "Oh," she's like, "Just hold this and then move it over." I was like, "This thing is gonna pop." But you use actually special balloons, don't you? Because I mean,
Yeah.
those suckers feel thick, man. Like it wasn't like a regular balloon.
Yeah, they're the thickest on the market. There's one company, one brand that makes them that thick. They started off in making balloons for car dealerships. So they made them really big,
Oh.
pretty. And then they saw, that the balloon industry needs more of what
Mhm.
they're doing, more colors, because they only had balloons red, white, and blue in the very beginning. You couldn't get
Oh,
any other colors. Now their color palette is just incredible. And
cool.
yes, they're the only ones that will not pop straight away in the Texas heat once you put them out, because balloons don't like two things. They don't like heat, they
Uh-huh.
don't like cold, they don't like weather fluctuations,
They don't
They
like
don't,
being touched usually either.
yes,
But
that
those
is
ones,
true.
I'm telling you, because it almost felt like, those bouncy balls when you go to
Yeah.
Walmart and you're passing by the toy aisle, and it has a similar obviously, it's not that thick, but it has a similar bounce to it, if you will. You could almost use it as a ball and bounce it.
Yeah, so all the balloons I use are natural latex. They're
Okay.
professional grade. There's 4 brands which I use that are professional grade. Some
Yeah.
are more for the inside because, like you mentioned, they're thinner,
Yes.
right? This one brand is more for outside use, but I
Mhm.
like to use it also for corporate events because I know people pass them, they touch them.
Yes.
So
Yes.
there's a lot of static. Another thing balloons hate, it's static. They
Mm.
just despise static. That's when they go pop, 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 and you have snap, crack,
Oh,
pop,
yeah. Wow.
static. Even on the floor, I had situations where it seemed clean. I put the balloons on the floor and then pop, one pop because it touched the floor and something was on the floor.
Oh my goodness.
It's enough to be a little speck.
Yeah, and well, another thing is too that I loved about what you did for our events is that table toppers. And typically when you're thinking of like a balloon like hiring a balloon person for something, you're always thinking about the arch, the entryway, where the picture's gonna take, and all that. But you actually made centerpieces with them, which I
Yeah,
didn't even think about that until you like was like, we can do centerpieces with this. Like, really? I didn't know that was a thing, but okay, cool. And they were awesome.
yeah, we can do centerpieces. We can do walls, like photo walls.
Yes.
Um, we can do, I have a new toy right now that I can stuff balloons and stuff presents in balloons.
Oh, that is so cool. And that's awesome for things like baby showers and birthdays and like bridal parties. I mean, there's
Mother's
just so much.
Day.
Well, and it's fun for kids too to be able to, they have to pop it to get their gift out of it. And they're
Not
enjoying.
only kids, I had adults who were fighting over who's gonna pop the popping balloon to get the gift out. I was like, okay.
I mean, what's so funny is even after our last event, not this one, but the one before that, people were excited when we were breaking everything down. They wanted to pop the balloons after it was done. I was like, what? You people are weird.
It's not weird. It's so calming.
Dramatic.
It's calming. Whenever I go to a job and I see the employees just watching what I'm doing, that I'm cleaning up, and I'm like, you wanna pop them? And then
You're
I have a
gonna
whole
pop
line
'em.
of them, and I'm like, okay, you do half, you did the other half, because I don't have enough for you all to pop them.
People are
And
like that with bubble wrap. There's gotta be some kind of psychological
yes, it's
thing
the
with that.
same. It's the
And
same. Just
so moving along to that, thank you so much for being a sponsor for our last event. We just appreciate you were at our first one, and that's actually how we met. Tell me
yeah.
about that. What did you think of the first one? And then
Well, I love your events. I
yeah,
think they're really cool. I love the fact that there a certain amount of people can
yeah.
attend, and it's you bring a certain kind of class and level to your events, and I just love
Oh,
your events. I meet a lot of people with a lot of value on your events, which get back to me when I want to set up a one-on-one. Not
yeah.
like some other events where you get tons of cards, you reach out to people, nobody reaches out to you.
Yeah, I did notice that.
Yeah, so with your events, I always have good turnarounds and I always get at least, 3, 4 new
Yeah,
prospects or contacts that reach out that, really want to set up one-on-ones and talk.
that's awesome.
And you always have good food.
Yeah,
You
you know
you
what?
can't on the food.
Listen, you know me, anybody who knows me, and I've even said this in some previous videos before, I love food so much. If you look at my personal social media, it's like me and food a lot. Sometimes you'll see my family, but my kids are older now. It's not like they don't want me taking 500 pictures of them. Before it was like my kids are always on there. Now they're old and I'm still so young. But
What?
yeah, it's me and a bunch of food. So we always have to make sure we have good food at the events. I mean, come on.
Just limit the cake, please.
And we always have the cake because those are my favorite. And it's gonna be at every event. I'm so sorry, Joanna.
Um,
And but thank you again and for attending. I'm just so happy you had such a great time. And you were an attendee the first time. Now
yes,
you are a sponsor. And
yes.
so how did you feel about that one? Was it nice to just have 500 people looking for you all the time? Like people are it's so funny because we have the trilogy of short people at this event. It was me, her, and Debbie because Joanna is also small. Our friend Debbie, who's the other sponsor, is small. So every now and then they're like, "Where's Joanna?" I'm like, "She's right there," because it's like usually a tall person, and I can see a certain area. So how is it being a sponsor though?
It was really cool.
Yeah.
I was messing with people. I like to mess with people. I'm sorry. But I guess it comes with the industry. I was hiding the stickers, and every time they kind of looked at me, I was like, I don't have any stickers.
Oh.
I put stickers on their clothes when they turned around. So they had full, I think your brother had a whole back of stickers.
She was going crazy with the stickers. The stickers are fun, okay? It's a
They're
great
fun. And I love the idea, that you have that pamphlet, you have a little bit about everybody. And then the fact that we have the stickers, it's not only that people look for you, but it actually makes them open that pamphlet,
Yeah,
read through it, look for you, talk to you.
yeah,
And that's so engaging and it's so amazing. Nobody else does that. And I
yeah.
think that's the coolest part of your events is
Oh,
that it kind of forces people to get to know you
yeah, yeah,
and other places you just get okay, you just put it somewhere and keep going. Here it's like fun. You make it engaging. Okay, if everybody collects stars, we're gonna do, some prizes, door prizes and stuff. Oh, and my door prize, my friend won. She texted me
Oh,
after
did
the
she?
event. She said, "Guess who won your door prize?" I was like,
Stop
"Who? Me?"
it. That is so cool. So, like, somebody you actually invited, she's probably like, "Oh, look at me, I won your gift."
I didn't even invite her. She came to the event herself. I didn't. I was
Oh,
surprised she
cool.
came. And
Oh,
then
good.
and then she texted me in the evening. She said, "Guess who won your door prize?" I was like, "Who, you?" And she's like, "Yep." I was like, "Oh,
Oh,
that's so
that is
cool."
so awesome. Good for her. Good for her. And there was a lot of great people there, and there was a lot of people from our last event, but a lot of new ones. There was,
Yes, a
yeah.
lot of new
It's
ones.
always nice. I love meeting new people there too as well and just seeing how I can help them and also with you guys, I have such an appreciation for you guys just believing in our company and our event and what we're trying to do and we want nothing more than to be able to make sure that people are getting connected with each other and in a creative and fun kind of way but with purpose.
Yeah.
And so we just really appreciate you being there and also doing the balloons for that and it was just really cool. It was just really cool. And I can't wait to see you at the next one, which will not be in May because it's Memorial Day. So,
Uh,
in observance of Memorial Day, I know, don't cry. Don't cry. In observance of Memorial Day, we will not be having an event in May, but we will on June 24th, that Monday. And so we already have people sign up for sponsorship spots and we haven't even advertised it yet because I think they get excited and they're like, we need to be a part of the next one. So we just have a few left. But we are able to sell tickets right away too as well. We don't have the venue yet, that will be announced, but at least the events are always sold out. So um
yes, true.
we are going ahead and putting that up there for our June event. And if you're interested in becoming a sponsor, you can go to our website at believersinbusinesssocial.com and tell them how they can find you, Joanna.
So you can find me everywhere. I'm all over the place. You can find me on my website, which actually you made and is amazing,
Right.
and I just love it. Your
That's right,
company.
and Joanna is also a client of ours too as well. How did
Yep,
I even forget that? See, for some of you know, like, okay, we're not just doing the events, we're actually a business development company.
you
So
are, and you're a damn good one. Because
thank
I
you.
went through a few of them. I went through a few. Okay, at least you, I can communicate with, and you at least understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
Not I tell you one thing and you do a completely, totally
Something
different
different.
thing and pretend that's what I said, and it's like that was so frustrating. You took the frustration. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yes, so my website is www.theevents4 or you could get me on my cell phone number 469-786-7119. You
Awesome.
can text me, you can call me. If I don't pick up, I'll definitely return your call. So yes, I always call back and talk your ear off. So
Yes.
give
She's
or
very
take.
responsive, and that's all that matters. And we'll be sure to put your website for everybody to be able to click on it below. And again, thank you everyone so much for watching. Thank you again, Joanna, for just being there
You.
and being so supportive and showing up at the event and being a part of it. And can't wait to see you at the next one. And again, believersinbusinesssocial.com. You can get your tickets there or inquire about sponsorship. All right. Bye.
Bye.